Google Classroom tutorial for parents. For junior high this year, we are using Google Classroom as a reminder tool for reminders on homework assignments and test dates. This is in place of a weekly newsletter. You may be familiar with Google Classroom if you used it during the time of COVID. We understand that not all students have their own device. We have also provided physical planners to 7th graders to use. We want to encourage them taking ownership of their schoolwork and keeping track of what needs to be done and when test dates are. Having said that, we also know this is a time of transition and it will be helpful for parents to be able to remind them what needs to be done, especially when there are upcoming tests and quizzes. Hence, this tutorial is to show you how to access your child's Google Classroom so you can stay on top of their schoolwork. There are 2 ways to do this. One is to ask to be added as a guardian to your child's Google Classroom. You will have to email the teacher of the class you want to be added to and ask them to add you as a guardian. You can choose to receive daily or weekly updates. This is what a weekly update looks like. This is for my son's Google Classroom. So you will see the Spanish 1 work that was done last week and all the other classes. So this is a summary at the end of the week, which may not be super helpful if you're trying to keep up with what's coming up the following week. So I prefer the second method, which is to view the Google Classroom on your child's account. That way you can preemptively look at what is coming up. So this is what it looks like on Google Classroom, the homepage. I have a lot more classes than your kids will have because I have all the classes I teach and the other classes that I don't teach. We have taken time last month to let teachers and students work on using Google Classroom as a platform for reminders and also to post material. So your students should be familiar with accessing Google Classroom. That's why this is coming out now, because we have been working on making sure this is all set up. Let me walk you through how it looks like. For example, if you click on English, in Ms. Copeland's class, you will see a reminder that there is a short quiz. Well, that was today. And then the review slides and what they did in class. So teachers also can add attachments to some of the material that they use in class in case you want to look at it at home or your child lost it and they can have another copy. Let's see if we go to the science class. You see quiz reminder with the review PowerPoint. So a lot of useful stuff in that. We also have history and math. So the 4 core classes your child should have access to Google Classroom, and I believe also Spanish. So you will receive, or your child will receive, email notifications every time something is posted. So that means they could receive a lot of email notifications. You can choose to turn it off for them if they don't want to receive those emails. They can just come onto Google Classroom to see what's required for them to do. One thing to note is that if you see these dates, it means there are assignments that are due. So it will pop up until they have done the assignment and click done. Or if the teacher removes it, then it will stop showing up. Then it will show as a blank that there's nothing due tomorrow. So to turn off notifications, you will go down to settings and you see notifications, class notifications, and I can turn off the notifications for all these classes. So I hope that's helpful. I just want to say, while we have this useful platform to post important information, we are not encouraging you to put a device in your student's hand. It does not mean your student has to have a device. This is more to aid communication between school and home. Like I said, is in place of the newsletter and emails, weekly emails from the teachers. So this is a one-stop place where everything is posted. So while it's helpful for your student to keep up with their schoolwork via Google Classroom, you can be the one accessing it instead of your student if you don't want them to be on a device at home. All their schoolwork can be done without them having a device. Sometimes teachers may post review material that's useful, like we saw. You can choose to print it out or have your child review the material on a device at home under your supervision. It's all optional, up to you. But for their class assignments, it's all on paper and they have textbooks in the classroom. So they shouldn't need to access this on the device unless you want them to. So we're leaving it as a parental decision, how you want to work with your student on using this Google Classroom. In school, they have access to it during computer class. And for 8th graders, they have their iPads that they check out to use in school, and they can also access Google Classroom via those iPads. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I hope this is helpful. This is new probably for a lot of us. If you have any questions, just reach out to me. Thank you.